how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24, back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well out there and staying safe. This video will be a review for a horror film I watched today. It'll be a Wednesday review. And the film I watched earlier was 1991's Mom. This cover right here is a popular cover I've seen growing up. I used to see it at the VHS stores back in the day. And I've always been curious about this film. I've never watched it, so Scorpion released it recently, so I decided to pick it up. And yeah, this cover's always been like iconic to me in the video store days, like I said. So yeah, this is a horror comedy. It's directed by Patrick Rand. Other films he's done work on are Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures, as well as the Three Musketeers, the 90s version with like Kiefer Sutherland and Charlie Sheen, I think, is in that film. Yeah, and it stars Gene Bates, Mark Thomas Miller, Brian James. He's popular for the horror show, aka House 3. He's been villains in other films as well. He's very popular, Brian James. Really enjoys films. And we have Art Evans also. He starred in Fright Night and Die Hard 2. So our main characters are going to be Emily, which is played by, I hope I'm saying this, Gene Bates, right? This name right. Clay, her son. Emily's son, Clay. We got also his girlfriend, Alice. And then we got Nestor, who's played by Brian James. And Lieutenant Hendricks, who's played by Art Evans. So this film is, like I said, a horror comedy. It surprised me because it was filmed in 1991, because I got nothing but 80s vibes from this film. So let's get to the plot of it. It basically stars Emily, who's the mom of Clay, and she's pretty much this very high spirit, jolly lady. It's that typical, mom, grandma that you'd have that's always in good spirits. And she has her son Clay, his girlfriend Alice, and it's pretty much taking place on Christmas, like Christmas Eve, and they're having their get together, opening gifts, just having a great time. And they find out that Alice is pregnant, so they announce it to Emily there that she's going to be a grandma. So it's all good news. It starts off with this jolly, well, it doesn't start, it starts off with a pretty crazy scene, but yeah, it goes to the jolly part there. And then all of a sudden the next day you have this guy, Brian James, played by Brian James, and his name's Nestor in this film, shows up at mom's door, Emily, and I guess she's renting out a room, so he wants the room, but he comes in as a blind man, and pretty suspicious of him. He's already, if I want to give spoilers, but he's already a suspicious character in this film. So he ends up renting that room. But just as Emily's making dinner, she starts to find out strange things about him. He doesn't want to eat dinner. He says he only eats out. He has this real suspicious character. So some intense moment happens where it switches everything around. So as Clay comes back to visit his mom, she's not around. The whole area's just changed. He's real, like I said, suspicious about this guy that's living with her. He asks where his mom's at. She's hasn't came out of the room. She's been sick for days, and he's just like, that's unlike her. So goes to visit her and sees that she's laying down resting. So he doesn't think nothing of it, but he notices something's different. His mom's acting strange, and this guy that showed up, it's pretty much a roommate, is like controlling her. So he goes to investigate, and what he starts to find out is like these homeless people are missing. They're starting to disappear. There's several other people that are popping up on the news, dead, murdered, or disappeared. So he starts to suspect all this from that Nestor living, and then mom there, Emily, acting different. So pretty much is, I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but it has Clay trying to investigate and find out what's wrong with his mom. This strange guy that just started living with her recently, and the more it goes on, the more crazier it gets. He starts to defend everything about his mom, and try to just get it off his mind that his mom is not the villain in this. So yeah, there's a lot of excellent kills in this film. Great practical effects, nice score, and like I said, it definitely gave me an 80s vibe, but it's filmed in 1991, so it's early 90s, but it's definitely felt like an 80s film to me. It's cheesy, it has comedy as well as horror, and like I said, I love the practical effects. I would highly recommend this film if you're into those cheesy horror films like from the 80s, 90s. I'm going to give it about a 3, no, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Really enjoyed this film, and I would highly recommend watching this. And I'm glad I picked this up because it's one of those classic horror films that are hard to find. So yeah, Mom from 1991, very enjoyable film. You guys, if you've seen this film, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If not, I would highly recommend watching this film. Great classic horror film. Yeah, so everyone leave a like, comment, subscribe, stay safe, be well. This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Keep it horror. Peace. And my standout character for this film is going to be Emily. She plays the mom in this film. She can switch from the good one to the villain really well. She plays this whole like hearty, sweet mom or grandma you'd have. That's pretty much nice and blessing. Then she flips it to this evil force during the film and pretty much switches her whole character there. So I really enjoyed that part in this film. Yeah, Emily's the standout for me on this film.
Upcoming video cassette releases. Clay Dwyer has a problem. His mother, Emily, had always been the perfect mother.
Hot roast, Mother Dwyer.
With a loving family.
Oh, you're gonna have a baby!
But lately, she just hasn't been herself.
What's your favorite?
Her appetite isn't what it used to be.
I'm gonna be sick.
She disappears, and Clay finds her in the strangest places with the oddest assortment of people.
What do you want? My mother.
What do you do when the sweetest lady in the world turns mean?
Let me out of here! Be quiet! You're waking up the neighbors! My mother's upstairs.
That was your mother?
When do you say, enough is enough?
Buddy, stop it. You're acting crazy.
I'm acting crazy. You just freaking killed somebody.
Don't ever talk to me like that. I'm still your mother.
You can hide her away from the world, but you'll have a hard time keeping this mother down. What are we gonna do about it?
Mom? Mom?
Sleep tight, my little boy.
Just another victim. You're just another victim, kid. Just another victim. You're just another victim.